Now, so the first subject for the first topic is our spiritual wisdom about the 6 laws of spiritual science. My dear friends, so let's understand this. See, today, so every day we are studying, exactly we are studying about spiritual science. Every day in day, every day we are going through only the spiritual science. All we are learning is only spiritual science. There's no scope of any materialistic science which we are studying. So the spiritual science, in fact, spiritual science is a superior to all the sciences on the mother planet. So that means, so the what are the spiritual science we are studying here? So this is superior to all other sciences. It is a source for all other sciences, I can say, my dear friends. So many of the scientists, they started discovering. So what science can do? What is the exact meaning of science, my dear friends? Understanding whatever it is there in the nature. Understanding which is already existing, just understanding that is called science. So that's how many of the physical scientists, so they've gone through so many experiments, so many things, so many inventions, everything happened. At the end, when the science stops, when the science stops at one point of time, so it within themselves, the science comes to end. So that particular point, the spirituality began for every scientist, materialistic scientist also, my dear friends, including Tesla, Albert Einstein, right? So many scientists. So they know very clearly. Even Albert Einstein is to carry our Bhagavad Gita in his library all the time. It will be there on his table all the time. So that is the faith on our Bhagavad Gita, ancient scriptures. Because in Bhagavad Gita, you can find all the materialistic science, whatever the inventions happened till today. Law of gravitation, like whatever Newton has found out, everything, all the things, the theory of relativity which Albert Einstein has found out, all these things, they have got the roots, they have got the roots and the clues from the Bhagavad Gita, right? So in Bhagavad Gita, everything is there. Or Karma Siddhanta, for example. What is Karma Siddhanta says? The law of cause and effect. There's a cause, there is an effect. It means the Newton law goes in the similar manner. There's action, there's equal and opposite reaction. So this is the Newton law. How come it is correlated with the Bhagavad Gita? It's very much there. We have invented this, the thousands of years ago. But this new science experiment and the Newton's law of action reaction came in hundreds of years. It means we have a history. We have the history and the so-called the presidents is about thousands and thousands of years ago, maybe 10,000, 20,000 years. No, it's very old. Our Sanatana Dharma itself has provided everything to us. Only thing is we never research, but only thing all the scriptures has been taken by the the Western countries. They started researching on all our scriptures. They found many things, my dear friends. So that's how many inventions also happened. We do not know exactly. The Tesla also believed there is energy very much existing everywhere. He believed that. Similarly, there are so many scientists like this. Albert Einstein, especially, right? So likewise, friends, Albert Einstein invented what is the equation? E equal to mc square, isn't it? Energy, mass, and the velocity of light. So what he tried to equate, what he tried to show to the entire world is whatever the energy, whatever the mass, both are actually in the different format, but both are one the same. So the same thing we have been telling through Bhagavad Gita. What we have been telling, there is a consciousness which comes into the physical form, that is solid form. Then when the solid disappears, it goes into the energy. What does it mean? The same equal to E equal to mc square. The Albert Einstein, whatever he says, the similar thing which is very much there in our Bhagavad Gita from so many thousands of years. Lord Sri Krishna, right? So those days, the Veda Vyasa has written the Mahabharata. So from then onwards, we know very much. The consciousness exists. Either consciousness is there, then when it comes into the physical body, then it becomes a mind, right? So soul becomes a mind. When it comes to the physical body, it acts upon, the entire body will be so driving through the help of your soul. The soul is now in a limited format, which is called mind, in every physical body which is existing, right? So now when the physical body died, It means the energy, once the physical body disappeared, then what will happen? The energy, but of course, the energy is not died. Only the physical body, pancha bhautika deha, it is died. Then the energy is, the consciousness is departed. That means consciousness still exists. So likewise, friends, either you can see the solid form, or it exists in the form of energy or a consciousness. So this is directly related to the so-called E equal to mc square, which is invented, which is basically it is discovered by Albert Einstein. There is no difference, my difference. Likewise, so our Sanatana Dharma has got everything. Only thing is you need to give proper time to it. You need to give proper time to it and start learning about it. Start learning and then go depth into that. Then you will also be revealed many things. You also can invent. You can also become a great scientist. No doubt about it. But your research has to be started from scriptures, then enter into the modern science. That's always good. It gives a great foundation, my dear friends. So that's all, friends. So the especially spiritual science, what I try to say here is spiritual science is the mother of all other sciences. Never ever think that the sciences which you are seeing today, the growth what we have seen today, what is the growth we have seen? We invented the mobile, that computer technology, right? We are able to seamlessly working from anywhere to anywhere. All this is happening, right? So our transactions, our interactions, our communication, everything gone into the so multi-fold speed of operations. All is good, but do you think that this is the ultimate? Actually not. We had a powerful technology than this. Do you know that? Do you want to know that? We had a powerful technology than all the technology what is developed now and what we are going through. Never ever think that this technology is so great and it has gone to the ultimate peak, the peak conditions. No way. Suppose if I remove this internet connection today, now right now if the internet connection is removed, all of will be cut off from the connection. We have no means of communication at all. Even in any point of time, satellites, all these things, whatever satellites are operating, if any small issue comes and if they stop operating, then the entire world will go back to the centuries back, my dear friends. Try to understand what kind of dependency we have now. But only one thing. So that's what I try to say. The technology what we have today, never ever think that it is beyond the spiritual science or which is not even equal. It is very much lesser than the spiritual science. Why it's so? Spiritual science has given the great faculties to the human being itself. If you follow the spiritual science, if you practice the spiritual science, what is the advantage? The advantage is your own faculties you can put into the use at the maximum extent. All the faculties are there. Telepathy is there, teleportation is there, and astral travel is there, third eye power is there. What else you wanted? These powers are very much possessed by all our ancient gurus, masters, now also, earlier also, in the future also. So is the humanity is looking at that extent? Is the humanity is looking towards this development, towards the inner development? Never ever. All the humanity is exactly focusing on the pure materialistic things. They try to put their entire energy, time, everything they are putting onto the new inventions in the only material technology, in the technology where we all depend finally one day. So every day we depend on this technology only. Friends, see, it is very dangerous. Maybe it is very convenient now. The technology has grown very well, but it's also very dangerous. The reason is you have nothing of you. Everything you are depending on something else. But if you take the sages or gurus and ancient or Sanatana Dharma, you don't need to depend on any other person. You have nothing to do. There is no dependency at all on any other third person or a second person. You can depend on yourself completely. What you want, what exactly you want to see, whom to communicate, what kind of communication you want to send. Everything can do using your own extra sensory perception and your own human faculties, whatever the intuition, whatever the thought power, whatever the buddhi, intelligence, right? So with all these things, my dear friends, we had, especially our Sanatana Dharma itself, have got so many scientists. They are yogis. but they're also scientists in the sense they've also given a lot of things to this world, my dear friends. Right from mathematics, science, vastu, astrology, so many things have been invented by our own ancient gurus, not the modern scientists at all. The modern scientists, they started going through the materialistic science deeper and deeper, and now at this point of time, friends, so we can't say the materialistic science is it in the maximum development or the highly developed. So no way we can say that. It's a development, so that the technology is increasing, but we are made of more of dependency on the current day technology. That's not good at any point of time for a human being. Human being has to grow from inside, not from outside. Whatever you grow from outside, it can give you a convenience to live in the physical life. It can give some kind of a convenience, easy way of traveling. You see now the car has come, the motor vehicles, everything. What it has made us to travel from one place to other place in an easier way. The olden days, of course, it was slower in transportation. So all that was for the outside convenience, it's all there. But what is happening to your inner? What exactly you're trying for your inner side? For your inner growth, are you doing anything? So when you grow within inside, then only that particular growth, that particular development will be eternal. It will be eternal, and which is going to uplift you as well. It is going to uplift so many lives around you, my dear friends. And also, it is going to increase the vibrations. The great amount of vibrations will be contributing to the earth vibrations also. I mean, Mother Earth also. You are serving indirectly Mother Earth also. With the enlightenment of one person, it is going to impact so much, the big, vast number of people, the vast number of lives around you, my dear friends. That is why the spiritual science is always superior to any other sciences, whatever you say. Right? So that's why there's a need of our, for every person, every child, every adult, the oldest person, everybody has to study the spiritual science only. So all of us, everybody will study the spiritual science, then what will happen? The development will happen from the inside to the outside, not from the outside to inside. So your dependency on the outside things, your dependency, the kind of a what so-called the whatever help you take from all other parameters, everything will come down, my dear friends. So that's what we have seen in the part of the Ashtanga Yoga, part of the Patanjali Ashtanga Yoga. Also, we have seen for a yogi, for a master, so everything will come down. So what will happen is, for him, everything is beautiful, everything is acceptable. So you will always be in a blissful condition. You never ever have got any kind of issues with this world. Though the physical world is so turmoil, so turbulent right now, but still you accept it. You give time for you. The Mother Nature is giving time for you. What is the kind of massacre is going on this Earth planet now? We have been seeing the lot of wars are happening. With this, even in this condition, Mother Earth is giving still time to the human being in order to amend himself, in order to have more and more inner growth than the outer growth. It always gives. Mother Nature gives the huge amount of time. The existence will give all the opportunities, all the chances to the human being. It is so compassionate, my dear friends. So when you get the compassion, see what happens is the current day's technology, the great scientists, we can say great scholars, scientists, researchers, or the great highly evolved, highly intelligent, the software engineers, hardware engineers, whoever it may be, all everywhere what exists is he has got some kind of a intellect. What that intellect is? It is a materialistic intellect, not even spiritual intellect, my dear friends. So all these people have got materialistic intellect. So with this, so they start creating something, they start producing something, and out of which a lot of money transactions happens. So it's all about the purely materialistic gains and all these things they do. But what they're actually lacking is their heart is not evolved. Their heart is not evolved. Their inner is not evolved. Right? They have no prajna. They have no wisdom. They have no karuna. They have no compassion. When do they get their compassion, my dear friends? Whenever they get prajna, they get wisdom, the real wisdom. What is the real wisdom? The real wisdom always says you that what exactly your true form, what exactly you are. So whenever you ascertain that, that wisdom, the real wisdom, then you get prajna. You get you are called a prajnani, or you are called a vijnani. So when you are a vijnani, when you are a prajnani, what happens is you will have compassion on the all other human beings, on all other life beings. So do you see any kind of a compassion in any of the engineers, any of the software people? I'm not saying all the people, at least the few people may have, but 90% people. If you take the whole mass of the people on the earth planet, how many people you can find this prajna, this compassion, the karuna? Compassion means karuna. So these two things, how many people you are able to find out? That is the core problem, my dear friends. That's why these wars are taking place. That is why. So much technology, so much money, so much things are there. So what is the problem in sharing and caring each other? What is that you are carrying forward? What is that you are taking from this world to the other world when you are leaving? Is anything small pin, small pin, is it coming along with you? Nothing comes along with you. Then in that case, that means you lost the wisdom. You have no clue at all. You are directionless. You don't have intellect. You don't have proper intelligence within you. What exactly you're operating is you're exactly operating all the spiritual intellect, the materialistic intellect, whatever you collected on the earth planet, whatever you learned from the books, learned from the schools and colleges, with which you are carrying throughout your life, my dear friends. You never ever had an opportunity. You never ever had taken a chance in order to go inside and look at it, what I am, what is my true form. Whenever you find yourself, whenever you understand yourself, you never resort to this kind of wars. You never resort to the kind of, the what are the massacre is going on animal beings. What are the violence is going on the animal beings. Friends, so many people, so you can say, yeah, you are a CEO company, you go and eat the non-vegetarian food. What kind of understanding you have? Do you have any compassion? Where is the compassion lost within you? What is the education you have done? You have done so big education, very huge number of years you have studied, and you're taken gone through the several books and great things, the technology, everything, advanced technology you have studied, invented, everything you have done. But you are not able to show the compassion to the next animal being which is just before you or around you. You are killing and eating. Then you can understand what kind of inner growth happened to that person. So that is why it is so essential. Everybody must whenever they study, they come to the spiritual science, then only their holistic development. It's called holistic growth. Inner, outer, everywhere it has to be a equilibrium state of growth must be there. Then only it is called, then only you are a complete human being. You are a human being. Otherwise, now, friends, we have nothing to do to become an extraordinary friends. We all need to become first ordinary persons. We have to become ordinary. We don't need to become extraordinary at all. We have to become a human being. We don't need to become a god. We don't need to become something else. If you become a human being, it is more than enough for this nature, for this existence. Existence expects from you is you behave as a human being. That's all what it is. So, friends, so let's understand when you say that spiritual science is so important and so highly recommended for every human being on this earth planet, it means we need to understand what is the spiritual science. Many masters have studied the spiritual science. The great masters who all enlightened, they all gone through the spiritual science in one life and afterlife. Every life, so many lives they have gone through, they all enlightened. Similarly, we also study the spiritual science, we also get enlightened without any doubt. So what does the spiritual science says now? Let's understand. Friends, what it says is the spiritual science can be understood. Just for example, I'm trying to explain to you today the whole spiritual science, maybe in the form of some 6 laws. But don't think that the 6 laws alone will define the entire spiritual science. Of course, the spiritual science is very vast. It is like an ocean. Many things are there. But we try to understand with respect to the 6 laws, how much ever we can understand the spiritual science, let us understand, which is helpful for us. Whatever you are, you're engineer, doctor, whatever it may be. First, understand the spiritual science. Then you do whatever. That's what in the Bhagavad Gita. So always Lord Krishna preaches to the Arjuna, Yogi Bhava Arjuna. Become a yogi. First become a yogi. Then you go for the war. Then you go and look after your family. Then you go and interact with other people. First become a yogi. That means first do the meditation. First understand the spiritual science. First understand what exactly your real form. What exactly you are. Who am I? So these things first you must understand, my dear friends. Then after, whatever you do, yoga karmashu kaushalyam. Yoga karmashu kaushalyam. That means what happened? Any karma you do, with the yoga, that means with meditation, proper meditation you are doing. So with that you are doing any karma, that becomes a kaushalyam. Kaushalyam means what? Excellence. So the excellence will be created in any work only through your meditation, regular meditation, along with your physical work or mental work, whatever the work you do. You always attach this meditation with it. Then the work becomes excellent. So this is what you have to remember, my dear friends. Now, let's understand what are the 6 spiritual laws. The brief about all the review of, brief review of these 6 laws is, the first law is the law of consciousness, that is the Atma Siddhanta. Then comes to the law of reincarnation, that is the Punarjanma Siddhanta. Then it comes to the law of karma, that is the Karma Siddhanta. Then comes to the law of constant progression, that's called Purogamana Siddhanta. Then comes to law of rapid progression, it's called Yoga Siddhanta. Then finally it comes to the law of infinity, it's called Aneka Siddhanta. These are the 6 spiritual laws, my dear friends. Now, if you try to understand, so each one law, briefly we try to understand, otherwise it goes for hours together. So friends, so the first law says the law of consciousness, that is Atma Siddhanta. What it says, we have been discussing the same thing for so many days, my dear friends. So the law of consciousness says that you are the consciousness, I am the consciousness, everything around is a consciousness, the whole Brahmanda is consciousness, the nature kingdom, that means animal kingdom, bird kingdom, mineral kingdom, the all the so-called the plant kingdom, everything is a consciousness. We are also consciousness. As we discussed already, there's a Purusha and Prakriti. Prakriti is nature kingdom, Purusha is human kingdom. So every one of us, everything is as is condition. We are all the human, we are all the supreme consciousness, we are the soul consciousness, my dear friends. So that means we are Atma Padartha, we are the Brahma Padartha, we are the Brahman. So what are the different statements are there? From Bhagavad Gita, Aham Brahmasmi. I am that Brahman. I am that Brahma Padartha. Tattvamasi Setaketu. You are also that Brahma Padartha. Tat Sat. That means that is also Brahma Padartha. Sarvam Kalidam Brahmam. That means everything around us, the whole universe, whole cosmos is the Brahma Padartha. Everywhere the same consciousness is there. So this thing you need to understand. So that means to understand this, of course, this is a theory. If you want to understand this, you must do regular meditation. The meditation will take you to that extent where you get all the realization within yourself. You don't need to depend on anybody. You don't need to go and beg anybody. You don't need to touch the feet of any other guru or whatever. So nothing required. You can do your own meditation. Just for guidance, you can do this. Go and attend this kind of satsang. You may get the more knowledge, the more wisdom will be shared with you, my dear friends. Okay. So likewise, so what happens is here for entire creation, what is the raw material, friends? For entire creation, the raw material is the consciousness, right? The consciousness with which all the beings, whatever the beings you are looking at, physically also, they will be formed, they will be manifested onto the physical planet. So that's why the raw material is nothing but this consciousness. So that's why the law of consciousness says that, Atma Siddhanta says that everything you look around, yourself, around you, and everything in the Brahmanda is nothing but a consciousness. That there is nothing else beyond this. This you need to clearly remember, friends. So likewise, for example, if you compare this, there are many examples also we can give you, right? So if you take a cinema, right, the cinema the cinema screen, many of the actors will come and go. They will come and they'll go, right? They'll be acting. One actor will come and act, another actor will come and act. Like they will be going here and there. But ultimately, the screen is as it is. The screen will not move. Only these roles will be moving here and there, but the screen is as it is. That means that is a base. There's a foundation on which all these actors will come and go, isn't it? Likewise, also you take another example. You take, for example, a statue, right? So one god statue you take. So the god statue, they'll be, so keep on, sculptor will start, cutting down the pieces, removing some, all the different pieces from that particular stone, and he curved, he make a nice sculpture make, and he made a god. On god form you create, right? So in that sense, if you see, the raw material is a stone, just a stone. So it doesn't have anything, right? The just stone out of which all these, the different the shapes and different god forms, everything is created, isn't it? So likewise, we are also the similar. Atma consciousness, the consciousness is just a raw material upon which, they're all like a bubbles. We are all like a bubble. We are all like energy bubbles. Anytime it will be vanished. For example, you take a ocean, right? Ocean. From the ocean, what happened? Many water bubbles will come, many tides will come, many waves will come. What happened? All these waves, so they keep traveling to certain extent, certain distance, then they will recede and they'll merge into the sea water. Water is the base there, and all other things, whatever tides comes, whatever the waves comes, whatever the bubbles comes, everything is just a temporary thing which comes and goes. Similarly, for the consciousness, human beings, all the animal beings, all the bird kingdom, and all the nature kingdom, everything is like a bubble. Now, today we are like this. Tomorrow I may not be there. Tomorrow you may not be there, right? So will be just vanished. Once you vanish, what happened? This again, your consciousness merge into the supreme consciousness, isn't it? It goes into the supreme, that is, it goes into the cosmos. So likewise, friends, we are all like a bubbles on the water. We are like a tides. We are like a waves on the ocean. The ocean, how waves will appear, and after some time they recede and they disappear. Similarly, it happens, for our physical body, for all our physical body, or any other physical body, it happens the same similar manner. So we need to understand this. This is first law, says law of consciousness. So this you need to understand, my friends. Second law says the law of reincarnation. What is that? Law of reincarnation. What it says is, the law of consciousness says that one soul consciousness, as an individual soul, it may come to the one particular physical body. Physical body may be animal, bird, or a plant, or the human being, whatever it may be. So that particular soul consciousness enters into that particular physical body, and it will be leading its life. So it goes like that, my dear friends. So, but will it happen in one life? No, it is going to happen. It is going to repeat many lives, my dear friends. So, what law of reincarnation says, whatever this consciousness, whatever this atma padartha or the brahma padartha, what it does is, it takes several lives. What it is saying, it is going to take several repetitions. So, in the physical body, this time I am there. Again, after this life, then next life also I will be coming. But may not be this body, some other body. But I'm always there. That means I repeat my cycle. I repeat my life cycle. But whatever the life I make a journey in one life, the second life also I have. I will continue my lives like that. Then I keep learning. I keep learning. I keep learning a lot of things. I keep taking a lot of experiences. I keep doing a lot of karmas. I keep paying a lot of karmas back also. So all this I will be doing in this cosmos. So this is not the first time I came. I'll be coming so many times. I have come so many times. I'll be coming so many times. I have come now. So this particular theory of the law of reincarnation stress upon this. So this is the truth. So this happens, friends. This will keep happening in every one of our lives, my dear friends. So the law of reincarnation says that whatever the life you have taken, there is a repetition for you. There is a repetition ahead of you. It happens to everybody. So this is what you need to remember, law of reincarnation. I'm going in a brief manner, so I don't want to take much time on everything. So friends, so after this law of reincarnation, then goes to law of karma. What is law of karma? Yesterday we have already discussed. What happened? Every life, whenever you take a life, you're taken a first life as infant baby, infant soul, then goes to the baby soul, then it goes to the child soul or young soul, isn't it? So like infant soul, child soul, or baby soul, or young soul. Yeah, all these three soul stages which you have discussed so far, what happens? Every time, whenever you take a birth, in a one life, you do lot of karmas. What law of karmas? What law of karma says? What karma siddhanta says? You will be doing many karmas. Whenever you do karma, there is a result of it. So that's what karma siddhanta says. The law of karma says, the karma siddhanta says, whatever you do the work, there is a result for it. The law of cause and effect. It means you do some, you put some cause right now, then there is an effect of that particular cause. Maybe this life, maybe after 10 lives, maybe after 100 lives. But there is going to be a result. There is going to be the effect. So this, once you understand, what will happen is you will be able to lead your life properly. Without law of karma, my dear friends, without the law of karma is given to the humanity, humanity can never grow in his life. What will happen? Because we are clueless. We will keep doing some karmas. If there is no punishment, if there is no paying back, what will happen? Everybody will go in a wrong direction. And they never come back. They'll be keep doing all the wrong activities. That is why the nature existence have created certain laws. So those laws nobody can exceed. Everybody is under the purview of those laws. They are called natural laws. They are the laws of universe, my dear friends. They are the universal laws. So with which what happened? We are all the coming under the boundary of law of karma. So whatever you do the good deed, you get a good result. You do the bad deed, you get the bad result. Isn't it? So what will happen? So in one life I do good karma, or otherwise a bad karma I do. Then I suffer in the next life. Isn't it? When I suffer, of course, when I suffer because of so and so karma I've done in the previous life, I will not be knowing. Again, that's a funny game. You know, there's a game. It's a kind of a game for us actually. Our life itself has become one type of it's a blind game kind of thing, my dear friends. So why it is so? Because we don't know. We have done some karma in the past life. Now we are suffering today, and out of no reason. I used to talk many people. I used to understand that. The reason being, so they never estimate that, they never think that this kind of issue comes to them in their life. Maybe relationship issue, maybe financial issue, maybe health issue, maybe some other job issue, something. Their children issues, something and all comes and, out of blue moon, it comes and attack them. It will come and sit in their lap. Friends, this is all because you are your own past karmas. Okay? But we are clueless, we are no aware of it. We have no awareness at all. So what will happen? So to get the awareness, you have to start from so now you understood that you are Atma Padartha, you understood that you have to come many times. And now the third law says, third law of karma says, whenever you come every time, whenever you come in each and every life, every time you come to Earth planet or any other planet in the universe, there is something called law of karma. Whatever the karma you do here, you pick up some negative or positive results out of this karma. You need to experience the next life. Be careful. What it says? Be careful. So, friends, what will happen? Many of the souls up until the infant soul, baby soul, young soul, they won't understand all these things at all. They can't understand all this law of karma. You say law of consciousness and the law of reincarnation. They can't understand. Who will understand? That's what we are going to now. That's what we are going to now learn very shortly. So who will be able to understand these laws? See, all the normal souls, like baby soul or young souls, all these things, they'll be doing their all the karmas they'll be keep doing, they'll be keep suffering. Then that will continue for so many lives. After so many lives, slowly, what happened? They start learning and they start getting realization that this is not the thing. This is not the thing what I'm supposed to do. I am supposed to do something else. Then slowly what happened in them, so the kind of self-realization or the inner journey or the inner experiences or the inner wisdom, they start exploring in their own life. So that's how everybody starts going towards the soul consciousness or the so-called the realization. Everything will start, my dear friends. Now, after the law of karma, right? So now we are going to learn about the law of constant progression. Friends, so one thing very clearly you need to understand in our lives, maybe we are in the baby soul or young soul or the so-called infant soul. We do so many karmas. We get lot of repercussions. We have a lot of bad consequences, good consequences. Even in all those soul stages, some people will do good karmas also. Then they experience the same out of the next life. In the next life, they all experience a good life, happy life. So many of the people you observe today on the Earth planet, like very rich people are there. So all their children, they come and born in their family. They have not done anything, right? They just born in their family. That's all. Why they are born in their family? They might have done some good karmas in the previous life. So that's how they come and born in that family. Zero, right from zero age, they are a filthy rich people and everything they have. But of course, so they have to go in a proper track so that along with the richness, along with the outer richness, they also can get the inner richness. So that happens only when they are very much aware of their own journey of life, my dear friends. So now, what I would like to say is, whatever the soul stage, whatever the lives that we are leading on the Earth planet or any other planet, right? So what exactly happening is we do many karmas, we learn many things. From every karma, we do something, we learn something. Maybe we experience bad or good or whatever it may be, or mixture of what everything. So what will happen is ultimately I will be learning something. So there is a always learning. There is always learning. There is no question of going back. Many people says somebody murders some 3 4 people or 5 people 6 people. What happens then? So definitely there is a punishment for him next life, right? Definitely next life, the soul will get lot of punishment. So the punishment when he suffer, when he go through, what will happen is so slowly he start getting a realization, right? In the same life also. In fact, in the same life, whenever he does something, such a kind of crime, then he'll be caught and he'll be put behind the bars, everything. Then he there and there itself, he start getting some kind of suffering inside. Mental suffering will start within him. Small realization starts, but it may not complete this life, it will complete next life. But one thing is for his soul also, for his soul, or a professor and a doctor who leading his life, right? Every day he'll be learning something, new things, or he may be doing some mistakes, and he may be getting bad results also, or he may get bad results in the next lives. But everything, whatever, though it's a failure. For example, a student written the examination, he got failed. But how many marks he got? Out of 100, he got 25. Instead of 35, you got 25 or you got 10 marks. How does it matter? Maybe you got failed. But do you think that is a waste of effort? No way. See, when he scored about 10 marks, it means 10 marks of knowledge he has got it. So it means in his life, from 0, he came to 10. Isn't it? So if somebody got 25, it means from 0, he came to 25. Is it not good? It's a good thing in his life. In the same time, it is called progress in his life. It's called the evolution. The evolution is started. Evolution is going on in his life. There's no way, there's no mistake done. Similarly, in everybody life, my dear friends, in everybody life, whenever we are leading on this earth planet, our own life, we may do a lot of karmas, negative karmas, positive karmas, so many, all the disastrous things we do. Whatever you do, there is always a learning for your soul. Maybe with your mind and body, you will suffer, right? You will suffer, and you think that why did you do, or why did I do like this? I could have not done this. I've done a mistake. You maybe slowly realization will start within you, maybe with your mind and body. But for soul, what happened? It is everything in experience. Through your mind, it takes an experience. It actually it counts as an experience. Soul will never count it as. It will never count it as a failure. That's why we say all the failures are stepping stones for the success. Why do we use that word? All the failures are stepping stones for the success. It means a failure happen, so one other failure happen, another failure happen. From every failure, you learn little. When you add up all these things, summation of all the failures, it becomes a success on one day or other day. Similarly, for example, Abraham Lincoln, he tried 21 times. 21 times he tried, though he's a son of the cobbler, isn't it? He tried 21 times to become president of America. He became a president of America 22nd time. How does it happen, my dear friends? It's all perseverance, persistence, the continuous effort, the continuous planning, hard work, and having great sankalpa shakti, the power of intention, power of thought, thought power. All this with all these things, everybody can do some or other progress in their life. There is no question of regression. There is always a progression in everybody's life. Just remember this point. Never ever worry to do some mistakes. To learn from mistake is great thing. Instead of not doing anything, non doing is wrong, but doing something and getting into mistakes and learning from the mistake is always a greater thing, my dear friends. It has to be appreciable. It has to be appreciated. Instead of doing nothing in the karma bhumi, not doing anything, afraid of doing anything. Of course, there are gurus and sages, masters. They won't do anything. That's a different state. They already passed through all that stages in the previous lives. They all gone to the next. See if there's something like you became a ward member, you became a president of one panchayat. Then after that you became a Jilla president. Then you became an MLA. Then you became a minister. You became a chief minister. You became a prime minister. That's how it is. In every evolution of life, soul, our sages and saints are in the higher evolution state. They don't need to do anything. They won't do any karmas. They are all karmaless people. That means they have gone out of the karmic cycle at all. So, but for us, still we are in the lower stage of evolution. We have to do some karma, not like non-doing karmas and out of fear and out of the fear of failure or fear of success. We should not stop doing anything. We should start doing everything. We should not hesitate to do something and make some mistakes and learn from every mistake. Then slowly, you progress. So this particular law, what it says is the law of progression, the law of constant progression every life, my dear friends. That means whatever the number of times you come to the Earth planet, in every life, there is always a law of progression. That is, constant progression is there. There is no question of regression. So with this, be happy always. Whatever the life you are leading today, wherever you are, whatever the stage you are, in whichever the kind of life you are leading on the Earth planet, be always happy. The reason is you are learning something, you are doing something, you are learning something for your soul. That's a great experience. Everything is experience for your soul, and soul is always enriching. There is no question of regression. There is always a constant progression. Right? So next law, what the next law says, my dear friends? The next law says the law of rapid progression. It's called Yoga Siddhanta. Friends, so till now, till the law of constant progression is the normal way of life. The normal way of life, everybody leads. You and me and without knowing any meditation, without knowing spirituality, all this, nothing known to anybody. All those souls also, they'll be leading these whatever the laws which I so far explained. Everybody, every soul will be attempting to doing all these things without knowing meditation also. But when you reach to I'm trying to say, when you reach to the stage of doing meditation, inculcating yoga within your life, isn't it? So that stage, particularly when you get into that stage, your progression will become very faster. Your progression become very faster. That's why it is called Yoga Siddhanta. That is law of rapid progression or Yoga Siddhanta. It means you added basically meditation, yoga to your life. What it does, it gives you the exact truth. It try to explain the exact truth. It makes you to realize the truth. When you realize the truth, what happened? You stop doing the negative karmas basically. And then when you stop negative karmas, what happened? Your karma balance will keep coming down. In one life, next life, like that. What happened? So as and when you started doing meditation, as and when you get into the within the boundary of spirituality, then your progression of your soul evolution will become so the highly speed up. That is, the rapid progression starts happening. Until then, it is slower. The reason is you are doing always negative karmas. You are always suffering in the negative karmas. You are in the chakra. You are in the chakra cycle. So one karma you do, negative karma, then further another negative karma you do. Like that, you are stuck in that wheel. You are stuck in the wheel and you are just rotating, my friends. Just to come out of that chakra, just to come out of that cycle, that particular wheel, what you are supposed to do is you just add meditation or the yoga or the what I was so called yoga you need to add to your life. When you add this yoga flavor or the meditation or the spiritual wisdom, when you attach to your, when you attach to your life, what will happen is the tremendously, the great miraculous, amazing results will start happening, my friends. The whole perspective of your life and everybody or everything around you, it will completely 360 degrees shift will happen, my friends. So that's how what happened. From then, once you start doing meditation, start doing the learning of spiritual wisdom, and what will happen, your way you look at the life, everything will be so different, and then your progression of your life will be so faster. That means your progression of your soul evolution will be so fast. That's called the rapid progression starts happening. So this is what you need to understand, my dear friends. It means with knowing spiritual wisdom, you are not going to attempt any new negative karmas. No negative karmas will be attempted by you. And in fact, you will be trying to pay back all the karmas, your own old karmas you want to pay back. You will be paying back. With what are the ways? Like doing meditation, serving other people, serving the needy people, teaching other people meditation, isn't it? So likewise, you're receiving cosmic energy, so many things you do. Out of that, all the negative karmas you will be wiping out. You'll be coming out of all those negative karmas slowly in one life or 10 lives, whatever it may be. As long as you continue this meditation practice in this life or next life and so many other lives, if you continue like this, then what will happen? Slowly, you come out of all the karmic, that cycle of death and birth will come out, and then you go to the next level. Now, so friends, what happened now? You see, so now the rapid progression happening. Your soul is evolving. Your soul evolved to the so-called matured soul, old soul. Then it became a transcendental soul, right? So when it becomes a transcendental soul, what will happen? You will be always teaching other people. You will be serving spiritual service. You are giving, rendering selfless spiritual service to all the humanity on the earth planet. So you do this kind of the welfare for the welfare of the humanity. You born. The welfare of the humanity, you took the birth here. So that's how it happens, my dear friends, for the transcendental souls. Transcendental souls are meant for that. So out of us here who are all attended this session, many of the souls will be like old souls, and transcendental souls also will be there. Some or other way, they'll be teaching other people, and without expecting any fruits, they'll be teaching other people. So that's how they are transcendental souls, my dear friends. They want to transcend, they want to do the transcendence of one other's life into the greater lives. So that's called transcendental souls, Vimukhatma. Friends, so with this, what I would like to try to tell you is, so you became transcendental soul, then you will also become an infinite soul. What will happen when you become infinite soul after the transcendental soul? When you become infinite soul, you understand that there are the possibilities, like you have a possibilities, something like infinite possibilities are there. Infinite galaxies, infinite star system, infinite planet system, infinite possibilities, infinite number of births. Birth may not be on this earth planet, birth may be in other different planets, but birth may be in the next different lokas, what not, so many multiple, so multiple, the many folds of the greatest creations are there. So many possibilities, infinite possibilities are there, that you will understand only when you become an infinite soul. Friends, one time what happened is, so one of the spiritual story, one time in the lower lokas, like in the astral loka, right? In the astral loka, there are a lot of masters, so we're all there, and they all wanted to meet Lord Parameswara in the Satya loka. They all went there. They all went there to meet him. So he was in the deep meditation, and then after waiting for some time, so they also thought why he's doing meditation. Why not? Why he has to do meditation at this stage? It means he already evolved and he's a creator, he's a Brahman, and he is in the Satyaloka. So why he has to do continuous meditation again? They got it out. And anyway, they want to ask, for some other thing they want to clarify, they went there. For some other issues or whatever it may be in the other loka. So they went there. So now after he woke up from the meditation, he asked one question: why all you came here? So all of a sudden, look, so many, all of you, all the masters who come here. So what is that so reason? What is that particular reason? They asked Swamiji. So you are a Lord Parameswara, and you are so the creator of this universe itself. Still, you are doing meditation. What for? Why it is required for you? Then he said, see, on above me, there are many masters. Above me, there are so many creations are there, right? So in order to understand that, I am doing this meditation. He says like that. You understand now? Where is the limitation? That means it is infinite, my dear friends. You can't judge anything. Just you need to understand it's infinite. That's all. One word. Okay, so that's how you need to understand the law of infinity always says that there is a infinite possibilities in this universe, in this cosmos, in this Brahmanda. That means you can do anything. For example, I want to help you. I can do infinite help to you. Who will stop me? I want to harm you. I can do infinite harm to you. But I will be catch hold. My law of karma will not leave me. It will punish me in the next life or this life. Right? Like that, friends. There are many possibilities which all will be understood by yogi, by a great enlightened soul, isn't it? So, like by infinite soul, we'll understand everything, my dear friends. This is called Aneka Siddhanta. So, with this, my dear friends, so that's how we understood the total journey from the law of so-called law of consciousness. We understood up to law of infinity, with which the overall spiritual science, which like we try to understand in a brief manner, covering all these aspects, my dear friends.